Something's coming up, which is a good sign. Excellent connection.
I can see.
Yeah. So it looks like it's working. Something's coming up, which is a good sign. Excellent connection.
I can see. So the audio is from Pranita, no?
Yeah. No, I
It's yours.
I need to switch
You
off.
have to switch off your audio.
Something's coming up, which is a good sign. I need to switch off my audio. So we'll repeat.
So the audio is from Pranita, no?
Okay, no, it's okay. Sorry. Because it was picking up the audio from YouTube.
Okay.
In delay, so then it starts to loop itself.
Yeah.
So we have 5 people watching now. We can say hello.
Say hello.
Hello, everybody. We'll start in 2 minutes. You can ask questions on the YouTube. Alexander, I think, sent us like a screenshot or something.
Can you look at them?
Oh, yeah. No. The address is invalid. Oh. Can you send to Alexandra?
Do I have it?
Yes, in the WhatsApp.
Is the WhatsApp between our 3?
No.
Did you send it to me?
The link is, you have it because you are watching it. Send it to him. Alexander. Yeah. Okay. Shall we?
Yes. I just posted a new link in our Facebook so that people can tune in.
So, welcome everybody. It's our first live stream. I think it's first experience. We also had some technical glitch. I hope that people can connect because we had last minute to change our link because we made some mistakes. Sorry about that, but it's on the Facebook event. It should be the correct one now, and hopefully people can catch up with it. So I'm Taro, and here is Alessandra. We are co-founder of Hosoi Cafe, which is a small roastery in Zurich, and ours is ethical artisan roastery. Our purpose is trying to maintain a fair kind of behavior in our supply chain, so to treat everybody fairly and to provide excellent coffee. And while we were opening this roastery, we participated in an entrepreneurship program in Zurich, which is called SINGA. SINGA program is for entrepreneurs which have foreign or migration background, and a lot of the activities and the entrepreneur have also they funded some company or an entrepreneurship which is based on social values. And there we met Pranita. Pranita is the co-founder of Books for Change. And maybe I can ask Pranita to maybe introduce herself and also talk maybe a little bit about Books for Change.
Firstly, good evening to everyone who's watching us. Very happy to share our story with you all. And just to give you a brief introduction, I'm Pranita and I'm a co-founder of Books for Change. It's a non-governmental organization registered in Switzerland, and we work in Nepal and India. I'm going to talk more about the programs later. Just to touch upon a very personal note, I was born and brought up in Darjeeling. It's a small town in northern India in the foothills of Himalayas. And yes, I'm very happy to be here and to share my story.
Very good, thank you. And maybe you can give us a brief introduction of what Books for Change does and its activity and its core values.
So Books for Change, our main program is libraries. So we build libraries in government schools located in rural region in Nepal and India. So along with libraries, we also support teacher training and education material support to the students. So we've completed over a period of 4 years, we've completed 18 libraries and reached over 6,400 students. So we realized that libraries, teacher training, it's not enough. We want to expand and grow our programs into computer support in order to cater to the age of digital education, and as well as having this solar panels so that we can run the computers in rural places. So this was the idea, and some of the values that we stand by is sustainability. We make sure that our programs are implemented by local people and having long-term impact. So this is very important. We also believe in transparency and accountability. So for us as an organization, this is something that's very, very important to us, to be open about what we do, to be open about our finances, and to be accountable for the donations that we receive. So these are some of the values that we stand by.
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
I wanted to ask how you started this organization and why.
This is going to be a long answer, so please bear with me. So I was 21 when I traveled to Nepal as a volunteer for the first time, and I worked as a volunteer teacher in a shelter home, which was to empower young girls. And in this period, I stayed in Nepal for 1 year. And during this time, I also met my husband, and we shared the same big dream of supporting education to rural children. And we suggested and we thought about it, and we said, like, let's start an organization. And this was the beginning of Books for Change. So it was although we started our programs in 2011, but we registered Books for Change in 2016 officially. So the Books for Change has been a labor of love of two individuals. And in between time, I also had to complete my education in Bangalore. So there was a gap of 3 years. So after completing my master's in Bangalore, I had this need to go back to Nepal. There was always this passion that it was calling me, that I had to restart or to complete the work that we just started in Nepal. Okay. And when I was in Bangalore, after my graduation, I decided to move back to Nepal. to sort of start Books for Change, to start building libraries. And I moved to Nepal, and I started visiting the schools and building the libraries. And when I was doing the field work, my husband in Switzerland was making sure that we are receiving funds, and he did his part of fundraising, marketing.
Wow,
And all of these years, like 3 years, I think, when I was in Nepal, we sort of worked together to make this possible. And fast forward to see that we've completed 18 libraries is something that's very precious to both of us.
Wow, incredible. And because I'm always surprised because you are still very young, and you were so young when you started all this. And may I ask why you thought about libraries in the first place?
I think libraries and books are very important for children because it opens up a world of possibilities for them. It's not just about increasing literacy rate of the country. I think it goes beyond that. It goes beyond data. I think sometimes we are so fixed on data collection and so bent on that we don't see beyond that. So I think it creates social skills, improves communication skills, and it also gives them this license for children to that it inspires them to dream, to sort of nourish their creative imagination. And books do that no matter where you come from, no matter your background, no matter your caste, gender, I think it gives you this ability to dream and to follow your dream and to say that, yes, I am, that I can do whatever I want in my life. So I think this was what we wanted to give out to the rural children.
Okay.
There is a comment from Jonaki Donum, I hope I pronounce well the name. It says, grassroots level community development is a dear need bottom-up approach. Thank you for advocating it. So this idea of
I think we
grow the community from the bottom.
Yes.
I think we discussed before with you, Pranita, about the fact that sometimes people focus on the curing the symptoms or the effects and not the roots. And I think that with the libraries, you are working much closer to the roots and trying to develop plants and trees which are much more nourished because you are giving nourishment close to the roots. So it's
we were also talking about what your grandfather was saying about education.
My granddad used always to say that education is something that nobody can take away from you once you have it. So, and it's very important. So even if your material fortune may change and be wavering, some material things that they can be suddenly taken away, but what your education is always something you have and can be again a starting point. Yes, you can always try to restart.
Yes, and I think it also creates a long-term impact when we invest in education, especially like primary school education. The impact is not short term. It is we are creating a positive impact upon the lives of an individual. It sort of gives them this wing to just just go forward in life. And I think it's not about treating the symptom later on, that it can be too late, but it's about, I think, treating the symptoms at the very beginning. And it's important to reach to just go deep down and to do it at this level.
I remember that when you do the pitch, the singer, you were also quoting some figures by saying one educated child in a family can raise the family out of poverty. I remember,
Um,
175 million people, I think, would be lifted out of poverty if children from low-income communities could read. So the figures are actually quite astonishing.
yeah,
And yes, it is like the education is the answer to the world's social problems, and we should look
yeah,
into that more seriously.
yeah. So maybe we can talk about the libraries, and I don't know, maybe it's better that we show how this library are made, and then you can describe how you design the libraries and what is the philosophy behind. Is that okay for you?
Yes, yes, I think we should do that. Let's
Okay,
watch the
so
video.
bear for me for 1 second, and we have a short video we'd like to share with you.
So we have a comment. I read a comment while you start sharing. A book is for the soul. It gives you more chances for the future. Might change a human being and life if you meet the right book at the right time.
So maybe you can comment even while we are showing this.
So that was the library. So you basically equip one room in an existing school, right?
Yes, yes, we do that. First, I think I'm going to talk about the team, and then I go
Okay.
ahead with the design of the
Sure.
library. We have a very small team in Switzerland and as well as in Nepal. Very passionate individuals, individuals who want to really create an impact in Nepal. So coming back to the question of the design. So we do not build a library because building a library costs a lot of finances, and we cannot afford to do that, because I think it's also smart to invest in an already existing structure. So when we when we set up a library, I always thought in mind that I imagined myself as a child when we were designing. It's like, what would make me happy? And I think the one thing that came into my mind was art. I think art has been so important part of my life that I thought, like, art, it really transforms the room. It is not just engaging, but it's also very welcoming for children. So we wanted to make sure that the children are happy, safe, and creative in that space. So this was very important when we designed it, and we designed very simple furnitures for them, so that they are comfortable, they can sit on the floor and read. And I think it was important for us that when we designed the shelves, that they can see the books that they want to pick, that the children are also very visually drawn, that we wanted them to, okay, this is the book that I want to read, and they can go and take out the books. So this was the design that we had. And talking about, I think, the mural in the library, we have two very talented and young artists based in Kathmandu, Jenny ji, Bijendra ji, and they come with us in all our libraries and they paint the walls of the libraries. So at the beginning, we started to celebrate children books in the walls of the libraries. So we have libraries based on the theme of Heidi or Little Prince,
Yeah.
and then we slowly moved. That I thought it's such a great, because the children were engaging with the mural, and then we thought, okay, why don't we create murals dedicated to women from diverse fields. So right now we are dedicating our murals to women in Nepal, especially in the field of, for instance, mountaineering. So there's the first woman who climbed Everest, Pasang Lamu Sherpa. We dedicated a mural to her. We also dedicated murals to writers, women writers, and also athlete women writers. So it was in a way, and also an astronaut.
Right.
Kalpana Chawla. So I think it was for us with the murals to sort of give that message that dreams are possible, that you can dream, and it is possible to achieve that dream. And also, I mean, we know for a fact that the girls are disadvantaged in so many ways, and
Yeah.
this was also to promote a woman and the works of great women. So this was the message behind the
Great
murals.
idea. Yeah, I think it's important so you give tangible role models for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a visual and it's accessible, and also I mean with the books, with the words, and you get food for the minds. So it's yeah, great.
Yeah. And I think talking about the books, we also have, like, we work in collaboration with different local publishing house
Yeah.
in Kathmandu. So 70% of the books are in Nepali language. So it was important for us because also children are more comfortable in their mother tongue. So it
Yeah.
was important to start with the mother tongue, but
Yeah.
we also have great works of books, great works of books in English as well.
Yes.
So I have a question for both of you. What would you think? How was it for you growing up with the design, or do you have any special anecdotes to share about your childhood experience with books, or also, in fact, with design?
Yeah. Well, yes. I mean, when I was a kid, my dad used to be a designer, industrial designer, and he had the collaboration, um, I think, with some furniture companies, and also he was studying this kindergarten in northern Italy in Reggio Emilia, which were the most advanced kindergarten they say in the world. So they were taken as model in a lot of kindergartens, and they had this approach which was a bit close to the Montessori approach to have everything at the level of the kids. So I remember at home we used to have like chairs which were used in the public school in Italy, and my dad used to sew the legs of these chairs just to make it at the height of me or my brother, who was smaller than me, so that have to adjust to the perfect height. And so he was doing this kind of home experiments. And with books, yeah, I mean, my dad was a bit mad about books, so we really had a lot of books at home, and we were always surrounded by books, even a bit to the extent that I was given books which I couldn't really understand at my age, but but yeah, that was it. I mean, this is how I grew up. And okay, thank you. I
Yeah,
don't know
for
if you.
me, I think the love for books comes from my mother. She was a primary teacher, mm, And yeah, she transmitted me this passion. I also remember the little in Italy. Usually, when I was little, each classroom has a cupboard with books for the class. And during the summer in Italy, we have like 3 months summer, a holiday. And then during the summer, my mom used to, at the beginning of the summer, bring me to her classroom and told me, okay, you choose books for the summer. It was like the not homework, because it was a pleasure for me. So, but to have this possibility. So use of libraries was always, we had books at home, but also I was using these libraries. And nowadays I always give books as presents to kids. My son used to complain because say, okay, the other kids, they get like toys. And also I also give any birthday, I for all his friends, I was always buying books only. And he was complaining like, I'm you are the boring mom. But I think toys, they have it. And books is, even if it's a kid that he is not inclined, I always thinking, okay, maybe this book is sitting in the room, and one day maybe he's bored, is open the book, is attracted by the pictures. I don't compromise. I always give books the presents.
Yeah.
Actually, now I bought one of your books for Christmas present from my little cousin. So because
Yeah.
maybe maybe not everybody knows that Pranita is also an author of books for kids. Do you have around some books to show?
Yeah, I have to. Can I just bring it? 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm here.
Yeah. So let's see that. Bring us
um,
very quick.
yeah. So here it goes. So this is my, I think, third book, Maya, and it is inspired by the walk that children have to take to school, because usually in the rural region in Nepal, the children walk up to 1.5 hours or 2 hours one way. And this insight into their world gave me the inspiration to dedicate this book to them, to all the children who walk to school and still be happy in the morning and do not show a single trace of tiredness, and be ready for
Wow.
the day. So this is dedicated to all of the children.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
good. So they can buy on your website, right? And part of the profit goes also to the organization.
Yes, yes. People can buy the book online directly from Books for Change website, and we also share the 10% profit from the sale of the books is going back to our programs, education programs.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what's next in your organization? What you are planning at the moment?
Yes, at the moment, we are extremely busy with our fundraising, crowdfunding program that's currently happening in We Make It campaign. So the idea, that the objective of this campaign is to support rural children in Dolpa district in Nepal with a library, solar panel, and a computer lab. So this is happening, and today we reached like 50% of the donations. So this gives us hope that we will be able to reach our target amount. We don't have so many days; we have few days remaining. Our campaign is ending on Wednesday,
Okay.
Wednesday 4 p.m. So I think it's a request to people who's watching us to go to We Make It and
I
support
just
our
shared
campaign.
the webpage screenshot of We Make It.
Thank you so much.
And I think, I mean, because how this crowdfunding kind of website is made, you need to reach the target, right? In order for the project to go on to be funded.
Yes, this is an all or nothing based fund. So we have to reach the target,
Yeah.
otherwise we are not receiving any amount.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah.
And what we are going to do? So with the money from this crowdfunding.
So we will be supporting a rural school in Nepal with a library, computer lab, and solar project.
Yeah.
So this is the idea behind the crowdfunding
Yeah.
campaign. And what is like, I think one of the challenges. There's an echo.
Do you hear an echo?
Yeah, I
Ah.
hear
Are
I
you?
hear myself.
Oh, really? Okay, wait a second. Maybe I know why. Now you should be okay, but
Hello. Yes, now
yes.
it's better. Now it's better. So I think um, this project is very special because I carried it as a dream for the past 4 years,
Yeah.
and this project is will be located in one of the most remote and inaccessible district in Nepal. So this project will have a lot of geographical challenges. In order to just to reach to the school is a big challenge. And but we have a very experienced young dedicated team in Nepal, like Anuji and Nirajanji. They are like, they give me so much confidence to proceed with this work.
Yeah.
So how are we going to implement this program? We have two plans at the moment. So one would be to take the road trip to the school, and it's going to take 2 days from Kathmandu to the school, and we have to cross 4 rivers on the way. And I think one of the challenge would be, like, when we are crossing 4 rivers, like unloading and loading our books, solar panels, and computer labs. So there is this danger of breakage. So this is one challenges that we may face on the way.
Yeah.
But plan B is to go on an airplane from Kathmandu to Nepalganj, and from Nepalganj to the village airport, to the district Dolpa district airport. And I think what is this airplane is not like Swiss Airlines. It's a very small airplane, like 15-seater airplanes, and it's even if there is a strong wind, the plane starts to shake, and it's quite an adventure.
Yeah.
But I think we are prepared with a logistic plan, and if we are able to reach our target goal, I think I will be traveling to Nepal in April. We will be starting the project, and I will be accompanying our Nepali team
Yeah.
to do this project, and we are very excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will do it and will give us update about this.
Yeah. I'm sure we.
What I like about your organization is that one library you told me is 6,000 francs basically, because
Yes.
So around
and-
$6,000
yeah,
US dollars.
€6,000. And then you told me that basically your organization is using almost all the money directly for the to buying the books and by building the library, and you just keep the minimum necessary to run the organization.
Yes. With this crowdfunding campaign, what we decided was, I think this comes also out of this, I think, responsibility, that we decided to give 100% of the donations
Okay,
to be
so
invested in
not
Nepal.
even
So because this is we have a very interesting business model here. Like we only charge from corporates and foundations. We do not charge from personal donations. So crowdfunding campaign here at the moment, it's just individual donations. And also this is something that this is my dream, and we will be investing 100% of the donations in Nepal, in Dolpa project. So this is our goal to go ahead with that. And usually with foundations and corporates, we will be charging 20%, 20% from the project, because I think it's important for us as well for growth capital, because we are also small and we also want to grow. And when we want to grow, we also require finances to run, especially in terms of marketing. And there are a different cost that comes. I think a very simple thing would be like printing a brochure. So communication
website of anything.
Yes. So this 20% will be used for all of these services. But I think individual donations is going straight. If someone is giving us 100 Swiss franc, it is going directly to Nepal or to India, to the project site. So this is our very simple model.
Yeah, this is really like that, because when there are some really big governmental organizations which are good and they're doing a lot of good, but the structure is really expensive and a lot of money goes in maintaining the structure. And organization like yours, you really apart that you do it for is like your life dedication, and you are not, but also you keep the minimum for just for the running the organization, and everything goes directly concretely in the concrete help. It's really nice.
Do we have any questions from the audience in the comments?
So there were people commenting of the beautiful painting on the wall of libraries, but you already explained that, so they noted before. And then this is one again from Jonaki Donum is saying fundraising at such is like at this Gerson time can be very challenging. I'm pretty sure it can be stressful at times. What is your go-to self-care routine apart from reading books? So what do you do for recharge?
I think this I mean, to be very honest, this has been very tiring month of this entire year for me. I think the fundraising was really challenging. I was not expecting what I was getting into. But once I got into it, was very challenging, challenging process, and also with updating on social media, writing emails to people, and challenging. But also at the same time, I also felt that I did not wanted people to feel obliged to support us. I think this was also something that I had a conflict, that I want people to support us because they believe in our vision, and not because like I am like, so this was, I think it was a conflict that I had to go through it. But I think, what is my self-care routine at the moment? I think I just breathe in and out. This is what I've been doing, just taking some time off and just sitting in the corner, or just keeping my eyes closed and breathing in and out. And this has been helping me to go ahead. And also I think it's stressful because we just have now 3 days remaining, and we have to reach 50%. So it's stressful, but I think I also have hope that there are people out there who would believe in us and believe in this project of reaching to the most remotest part of Nepal.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's gonna be positive. I'm sure. It's
So we can ask everybody listening to share. Also, they can share everything on your website and the campaign, and
this video as well will hopefully stay on the YouTube channel of Hosoy Cafe, and it's going to be recorded and should stay there. So you can also share that to retrieve a bit more information directly from Pranita's explanations. Okay, thank you very much. You see any other
The suggestion is that you add wine and bubble bath to the routine.
Thank you. She's my friend, dear friend.
Okay. How do you pronounce her name?
Janaki,
Okay.
and she's my university friend, very dear friend, and she's tuning in live from Canada.
Okay.
So lots of love to Janaki.
Also a lot of aludum Nepali.
Yeah. Thank you.
We can provide you some coffee as well for your in the morning too.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we've tried their coffee, Taro and Alexandra, and big fan of, I think the Ethiopian roast coffee was really good. Really, like, I think in the morning it just freshens you up, the taste, the aroma. So I think also
But we don't need
support
to advertise here. Advertise your coffee.
But I think it's also good for you because you guys are also doing really great job, and it's also important for you guys to be successful in what you do. And this is my humble my good wishes to both of you.
Thank you. Okay, so I think we can just finishing off with some more footage of what happens within the library, what kind of activities they are carried out within the library, and so we will stream a video and then we'll finish our connection. So thank you very much to everybody.
Good evening to everybody
and
who connect with us.
Now we'll hopefully be able to stream it. Bear with me. A moment, because I need to.
Maybe I have a story of a cow. You can read it here in the library. You see it? You see it? Can you touch? Look, hello, say hi, coral monster. Hi. Hi, say hi. 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 Hey, it's okay. It will pass. Okay? Okay. बुझ्नुभयो तिमीहरूले? बुझ्नुभयो हजुरहरूले? So we have so beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, wow.
It's good.
Oh. Like this. They will be first this.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think we are